Hey mamas, welcome to today's video. Today we're talking about empowering moms against unsolicited advice, your child, your choices. Okay, being a mom is the best. It's also challenging. It comes with challenges, especially at the beginning. It's just such a major life shift because all of a sudden your entire body, brain, attention, time, everything is revolving around this child. And you, even during the pregnancy stages, like you're trying to figure things out, and especially early postpartum when you are first meeting baby and you are figuring out a routine that works for both of you, and what baby likes and doesn't like, how baby likes to be dressed, how baby likes to take his or her bottle, how baby likes to be held, just anything from something that could be considered minor to the really big things. And so this is always like all that you're thinking about, all that you're worrying about, and you're wondering if you're doing things properly. The last thing that you need is for someone to put doubt in your mind that you might be doing it wrong. That's just not what you need. So there are two different kinds of unsolicited advice. And the first kind is just like the person who's so excited for you and wanting to share all their wisdom with you, and like, oh, hey, this is something that I wish I knew when I was pregnant or when I was a new mom. And it comes from such a sweet place. And depending on how they word things, it can make you feel like they're telling you that you're doing something wrong, and that is completely unintentional from that person. So just kind of let that roll off your back and just know that you're doing what's right for your baby. If it doesn't align with what they're saying they did, it doesn't mean that you're doing anything wrong. There is more than one right way to raise a child. Now, the second kind of unsolicited advice, so this one's a little bit trickier because especially if it comes from someone that you grew up with as like a parent figure, if it's your parents or if it's like a grandparent or just like people close to you in your life, or even someone who's not close to you. But if they're trying to give you unsolicited advice and you say that you're not going to do it that way, or if they see you doing something in a way that they didn't do it and they try to correct you, it's just, so here's the thing. The people that raised us or other people that are telling you how they parented their kids, sometimes people react very poorly when you decide to do things differently than the way you did them, because they feel like if you're not going to do what they did, that must mean you think they did it wrong. So this is making it about them, and it's not about them. It's about you and about your baby. So just remember that. Remember, when you're being given this unsolicited advice, you can take it with a grain of salt. And if you have to respond, some things that you could say, like if they're giving you pushback, like saying, well, no, I'm going to do it this way. And if they're giving you pushback, that can be really, really hard. And so some things you can say are like, okay, so say they say passive aggressively or jokingly, like, oh, I guess I never raised a child before, or I guess I did it wrong, or something like that. You can say, yes, you have raised a child before, but you've never raised my child before. And you know what's right and best for your child. Another way to respond is, I respect how you chose to parent. I'm choosing a different path for me and my child. Another option is, your choices were right for you, and I'm making the choices that are right for me. So just remember that this is about you and your baby. and mom gut is real, and you do know what's best for your baby, and God chose you to be this baby's mom for a reason. And this can be uncomfortable. It can be uncomfortable to have these conversations or like have these kind of comebacks because it's a little confrontational. Sometimes it can be confrontational. And what I would like to have you keep in mind is that you're not going to let other people make the decisions to raise your baby. You are making the decisions to raise your baby and raise your child, and you need to stand up. You get to stand up for yourself and for your child for the rest of their lives. And why not start practicing now when baby is either still inside of you or baby's super, super young and doesn't even know what's going on around them. This is also a really good time to set boundaries, whether it's, whoever it is in your life, just setting the boundary that I am the parent and I'm going to be making the rules here. And not even just about rule making, just about the world that you want your child to grow up in. So, just wanted to say that I know it can be uncomfortable, but it's good practice because you're going to run into things like that for the rest of your child's life, and you will continue to be your child's advocate. So that's all for today. If you would like to be in my Facebook group where I talk about how to take care of yourself as a new mom, because that is a thing that is like a whole new world that if you were taking care of yourself before, it's a different routine when you have a baby in the picture. So I'd love to have you in there. The link to my Facebook group is in the description of this video, and the entire blog post that goes with this video is also in the description of this video. So I hope this was helpful. Please tell me in the comments if this was helpful for you, if you've encountered this, if those 3 different responses, are helpful and you think you could see yourself using them if it was useful information. Please let me know. I'd love to hear from you, and I will see you tomorrow.